Hey everybody, can you hear me now? I'm having tech problems per usual, and Adam was here. I thought I had 5 minutes. There we go. Okay, good to go. I was trying to get it to work on the other computer, and now it's working. So hi, sorry, how's it going? Happy almost Friday. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know. Me and tech. I'm trying so hard. I really am. So yeah, it's almost Friday. It's Thursday. And I am unsupervised. Doug will not be home for dinner tonight because he has a company meeting. And then tomorrow night they have a company party because somebody's leaving. So I'm going to be alone, and who knows what trouble I'm going to get up to. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I've been watching. I had Benny on a little while ago. He was, getting a little dramatic there, but, yep, that one, that's only one of a couple things going down now, isn't it? It is getting crazy out there. Get some light on the situation. How's that? There we go. So here's my new setup. This is where I'm going to sell jewelry, but for right now we have a little desert scene going on. And yeah, this nice chunk of turquoise. Adam gave me that for Mother's Day a couple years ago. So I like it. Yeah. Benny, he's a smart guy. He's we're probably about as old as my oldest son, so I understand him, but he gets a little wound up. Get your blood pumping for sure. So yeah, I'm just waiting to see, boy. Everybody's like, wow, what's going on? Oh, yeah. It's like, yep, it's going on. Y'all wanted disclosure. Well, here it comes. Yeah, it's a chunker, huh? I like it. It's a chunker. I didn't want to wire wrap it, and I actually got that little basket cage from one of the sellers here online on YouTube, and I think the chunk's a little bit big for the basket, so I may have to get a smaller chunk. So yeah, good. They got to do this. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna suck. I hope they do rip the Band-Aid as fast as they can, because boy, we've all been bleeding for a long time, and we could use the break and just get it over with. Fix it. That's the thing, though. The disclosure is going to happen. Then we got to rebuild. Rebuilding, if we're going to do it right, we got to take the time. I mean, hopefully people that have been in the know have been making the plans, and it won't be such a really, really long wait for it to all happen. But I'm glad you popped in, Greg. I know, I'm trying to find the right time. I don't know what's a good time for everybody. I'm not really a fan of this 10:45. It's a little late for me. So animals get wound up, things start happening. So I might just go back to 10:15 and y'all come and visit or watch my replays or don't or whatever. I'm going to sit here and yak regardless. So that's the way I figure it. Love you too, sweetheart. You come on back anytime. Doug should be on Sunday. As far as I know, he'll be back on Sunday to supervise me. So see how that goes. I got a bunch of Bible stuff I'll be reading later on, so y'all feel free to pop in later and check it out. Oh yeah, and we got good news. I'm so happy talking about moving forward. Let's see. What can I show you without putting out all my information? Let me see. I haven't actually looked at the whole paper yet. Now let's just do this. We can do this. I see that. We have paid off the acre behind us. We're done. Yay! I'm so excited. That's an extra 500 bucks in our pocket that we can put towards something a little bit more useful. Although we're thrilled to have bought this piece of land because it means we do not get a neighbor behind us, which we do not want. So Petrichor Ranch is officially completely 100% 4-acre paid off in full by Doug and Ellen. Yay! That includes the new acre. So I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled. We are moving along, moving along. That was our plan when we moved here. We were going to change our lives. Hopefully that would make other lives better in the meantime, like our kids and hopeful future grandchildren. And we've been doing pretty good with it. So I'm pleased. You know, some days it feels like, oh, you know, what are we doing? And we're never going to get there. But then that happens. Yay! So I'm very pleased, very happy. Yep. You know, who doesn't like paying off bills? So, you know, moving forward, our main goal is to have absolutely everything paid off and anything that we know for sure we need. Like, we need a permanent horse stable for the old guys. And we're going to work on getting that hopefully this summer. We just got to make some money to do it because it's going to be, I don't know, about 2,500 bucks. So hopefully all this stuff that Doge is doing is going to roll down to us and we'll have a new horse stable for the boys to get into. And, you know, moving forward. Just got to keep on keeping on. That's how we're working it. So I am going to give us Tiny Tin Pep Talk card for the day. I don't know who knows, who doesn't know. These are cards that I made that I plan to have printed and sell eventually. But again, got to come up with the funds. I am working on it. And these are just basic happy cards to make you feel good. And I call them Tiny Tin Pep Talks because everybody needs pep talk. So here we go. Blue card today. Big enjoyment. Well, that's where I'm feeling it. I'm feeling enjoyment today. Hopefully you guys will too. Gotta be something good. Everybody gotta find a good thing to do every day. Even if it's little, doesn't have to be some big, you know, change the world thing. Just make yourself feel better, folks. It's got to happen. There you go. It's coming. It's a-coming. March 4th, we've got all the planets lining up. I believe it's Mercury is going to be joining the parade, so everybody hang tough. It's going to be a little rocky, but it's the end of a 12,000-year cycle, so not much we can do about it. We don't have to like it. We just have to stay grounded through it. Stay steady, hang tight, don't worry about it. All right, well, now, because I did not have my 5-minute setup time as I planned, because I don't know, Tech decided not to do its thing. I'm going to go pull up the bookmarks I have for today for our Bible readings. And give me a minute here. Give me a minute to get it all up and running. I think I have 3 different tabs I want to share with you guys today. Just takes a second to get it all up. Oh, and I learned a new word too. I'm going to teach you guys a new word, or expose you to a new word, or maybe remind you of a word you already knew that I just didn't know existed. Either way. Come on now, you can do it. I know it's a lot of little windows. You can open 5. It's okay. 2, 3. All right, it's working it. One more. At some point, I think I'm going to have to get something bigger than a Chromebook to take care of business, because it's just too much. I'm asking too much of it. This thing is made to, like, check email and stuff, I guess. I don't know. All right, there we go. Now, hopefully, it'll cooperate and it'll share screen. I love artwork. Yeah, I hopefully, Greg. Sorry, I couldn't see chat here. I just pulled it back up now that I got my tabs open. Yeah, I'm done financing. All done. This was our last little finance deal. We got a little home equity loan when we put in our well, and then that piece of property behind us became available. So we just finished paying that off. And the only credit card, I have an Amazon credit card and I have a Tractor Supply credit card. I use those to buy basically animal food and our supplements. I buy them, I get 3 to 5% cash back. I get $10 coupons every month with Tractor Supply, and I pay them off every month. So no revolving credit, no car payments, none of that. We're all done. All done being obligated to the system, the man. Gotta file my taxes. I hope this is the last year I ever have to do that. Please make that a thing. I mean, like I said, they already know everything. Everyone's all worried. Oh, Elon's digging around in our personal stuff. A lot of people are digging around in your personal stuff. We've had our personal stuff stolen by every single data breach, I think, ever. Every bank we've ever had an account with, the military, our medical records, you know, there's been a whole apparently Equifax, probably y'all had your stuff done too, and you can't opt out of Equifax, so there you go. All your stuff's out there. There is no privacy anymore. Now you just gotta either own up to what you do or change what you do so you don't feel embarrassed about owning up to it, because there is no privacy anymore, folks. In case you were wondering, there isn't any. So and no, I'm not comfortable with it. It's nobody's business. Not that I'm doing anything that I'm even embarrassed about. It's just nobody's business. But guess what? It's everybody's business now. So that kind of goes along with what I'm going to be reading today. Live right. You got to live right. You got to live right. Hey, Rebecca, how's it going, girlfriend? All right, I'm going to try my best to share screen. I really, really hope that you guys will be able to hear me. If not, at least you'll be able to read it on screen, I think. One of these days, tech is going to like me. That's my goal. All right, we're going to start with Psalm 55:19. And let's see, scroll down, see that. Close the ad. What is with ad? Ads not an advertiser's best friend. Okay, share screen. Please be nice. Is it gonna do it? Wow, that's a long lag. Ta-da! Hope you guys can see it. I believe I have to stay on screen in order for you to hear. Hopefully this is going to work. All right, so I am reading from Walking with God. See that in the little corner there? And this passage here, I believe, is from, closest version I could find was the modern English version in the Bible Gate website that I'm using here, Bible Gateway. Psalm 55:19, making change. Because they do not change, therefore they do not fear God. It says here, God will hear and afflict them, even he who sits enthroned from the old, Saleah. Saleah? Because they do not change, therefore they do not fear God. And from the Message, 16-19. I call to God, God will help me. At dusk, dawn, and noon I sigh, deep sighs. He hears, he rescues. My life is well and whole, secure in the middle of danger, even while thousands are lined up against me. God hears it all, and from his judge's bench puts them in their place. but set in their ways they won't change. They pay him no mind. So, we got to change, folks. We have to do it. Hello, it's right there in the Bible. Told you to do it. So, my question is what is this word, Saleya? I did not know. I went and looked it up. Now, what I found multiple different places, but basically nobody really knows the meaning of it. Interesting, right? From Wikipedia, because it was the easiest one for me to read without having to go into big long articles. Saleya is a word of unknown meaning that occurs 74 times in the Hebrew Bible, mostly at the end of Psalms. It may indicate a musical mark, a pause, a change of thought, or a quotation. Isn't that interesting? Then 74 times. It's an 11. God number. See? Selah. Thank you. Thank you. I never knew. I don't know. I don't read the Bible. Now I'm reading the Bible. Now I'm learning stuff. So I'm trying to share because I know other people don't read the Bible. But I'd never heard that. I'd, never seen it. So I don't know. Different version from the book I grew up with, apparently. But anyway, or, it was just skipped over and no one talked. I don't know. Never saw that word before. So anyway, I found that very interesting. So yeah, we got to change. We got to pay attention. People have been talking about that too, that those of us that have been, not the sheep, that have been doing the I will not comply and all of it for the last 4, 6, 20 years, however long, we're getting tired. We're just, they're like, well, now, now you got to step up. Now you have to put all those thoughts and actions into, take care of business. Yeah, okay. I am taking care of my business. I am taking care of business of those close to me, but I'm sorry, it's not my job to fix the world. I'm too old and I am too tired, and I will do what I can. I will be happy to help people. That, as always, scrolling right across the bottom of your screen there. Ask me questions. I'm happy to help you find stuff. I'm good at that. But yeah, I'm not about to go, take on the whole government, take on the banking system, take on social services. I'm not doing it. I fought when my kids were in school. I fought and fought and fought, and I did get a couple things changed, but nothing long term, nothing permanent. It has to be more than one person fighting. It has to be a bunch of people. And it's not even a fighting thing. It's just, we just need to start living the way we know we're supposed to live. And eventually, guess what? The sheep are going to follow because they don't have their own ideas. That's why they're sheep. We have to live by example. Yay. I know, I'm tired, folks. I feel like I've been doing this my whole life. Just the way I've been bored. I've always seen the world different, never understood what all the problems were. Okay, so now further reading into this book, we have this whole little blurb here. Oops, let me take that off. So I'm going to be reading this right here. And then there's a couple other Bible quotes in here that they talk about that I looked up. Because, again, I don't know the quotes, so I'm trying to figure out what it is they're telling me. Okay. And number 318 is very important. Now, I don't know why we're on 55:19 Psalms, but they're talking about 318, but I didn't write the book, so here we go. Remember this number, 318. That's the number for change. And people who fear God are changing every day. And I don't like the whole fear God thing, but I get it, but I just don't like the wording. Anyway, 2 Corinthians 3:18 says, we all, with unveiled face, beholding as in a mirror the glory of God, are becoming transformed to the same image from glory to glory. 2 Peter 3:18 says, grow in the grace and knowledge of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. You can change. None of us is the same person we were a year or a decade ago. Our bodies are changing. Oh yeah. Personalities, habits, hearts, minds, relationships are changing too. We just need to make sure we are changing for the better, that we are transformed from glory to glory, that we are growing in the grace and knowledge of Christ. Those who refuse to change are not God's fearers, because they are those who love Him and are changing every day. Don't be afraid to make some changes in your life, and don't be afraid to let Christ change you from within. Quote from David Livingston: "I'll go anywhere as long as it's forward." That's kind of where I'm at. I'm just done with staying put and the limbo. I've been saying that for a while. All right. Oh, yeah, Chrome. I know. I got too many little windows open. It doesn't like it. Okay. So let me see. I'm going to share this link, and then I will close this one, and we will go on to the next one. But I want to share this before I do that. That's it. Please, back to chat. All right. So I believe this is the same one that I pinned at the top. This is Psalm 55:19. Close that. And we went on to 2 Corinthians. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Now I closed 2. You can go quicker. There we go. Share screen, please. You. Just gotta wait out the lag. We got a big lag today. I heard other people saying that too. Yad. There we go. Okay, 2 Corinthians 3:18. 3:18, number of change. And in reading this from the Legacy Standard Bible, this was the closest quote I could find listed in my Walking with God book. Apparently they used a bunch of different Bibles to put up their little scriptures. "But we are all, with unveiled face, beholding, as in a mirror, the glory of the Lord, are being transformed into the same image from glory to glory, just as from the Lord the Spirit." From the Message, verse 6 through 18. "Wherever though they turn to face God as Moses did, God removes the veil, and there they are, face to face. They suddenly recognize that God is a living, personal presence, not a piece of chiseled stone. And when God is personally present, a living spirit, that old, constricting legislation is recognized as obsolete. We're free of it, all of us. Nothing between us and God, our faces shining with the brightness of His face. And so we are transfigured, much like the Messiah. Our lives gradually become brighter and more beautiful as God enters our lives and we become like Him." That's what we're supposed to be doing, guys. We're supposed to be making ourselves better every day. Right. This was from, Peter 3:18. Share that link with you guys. If you want to look at it again later. Go. So yeah, change. We got to change. We got to be better. We got to grow. We got to look for the good in the world and make other people see it, is the way I see it. And I don't mean force it in their faces, but just keep talking about it, keep showing it to people, keep sharing it. I don't know what, make it happen yourself, whatever you need. All right, now the next one is 2 Corinthians. All right, so this is from the Legacy Standard Bible, 2 Corinthians 3:18. But I already read that one. Oh, did I not read Peter? Close that tab. I guess I was supposed to share this one instead. Did I already read Peter? I've just forgotten that. No, I did not. Okay. 2 Peter 3:18, New King James Version. But grow in the grace and knowledge of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and to him be the glory, both now and forever. And from the Message, 17 through 18. But you, friends, are well warned. Be on guard, lest you lose your footing and get swept off your feet by these lawless and loose-talking teachers. Grow in grace and understanding of our Master and Savior, Jesus Christ. Glory to the Master, now and forever. Yes. I wasn't sharing the right tab, but now I am. Hopefully you guys can see it. I just read that one to you. And this one is Corinthians. Shared the wrong one with you. There we go. All right, there's all your links. So, yes, Peter. On your guard lest you lose your footing and get swept off your feet by these lawless and loose-talking teachers. Grow in grace and understanding of our Master and Savior, Jesus Christ. That's part of the issue we're having, isn't it? That we hear it, we know the message, we're not necessarily following it. We have to follow it. We have to stick on the path. I have to go let my dog in. I am right here. I will be right back. 2 seconds. Good job. All right. Okay, thank you for that. It's windy out. She doesn't like the wind. So, yeah, we have to change. We have to do what we're supposed to be doing. We know the right thing. We're not necessarily doing the right thing. I know. All right. Close these tabs up so it'll be happier. There we go. Okay. So, that's what I got going on today, talking about change, talking about, really what it is getting rid of your ego. I mean, that's where it is. You have to, geez, I wish I had the right words. I don't know. I don't see myself as this giant important thing. I see myself as most of the time, not all the time, obviously, but I feel really honored to be able to be here and experience this life, the planet, the nature. Nature it just blows me away. It just will never not blow me away. I'm more impressed with nature than I am with human beings. So, and I may be wrong, but that's where I'm at. I mean, nature does what nature's supposed to do. It lives in harmony with each other. I mean, there's like, little tiny fish that go in the mouths of giant sharks and clean their teeth, and they don't eat them. There's all kinds of things like that all over. The way water systems work, the way, I mean, mushrooms talk to each other. They're a giant living entity. They just have little pieces sticking out. Trees, they have huge networks that they talk to everybody. Hey, Patricia, how's it going, girlfriend? We're all connected, and people just, we've lost that, and I don't know why people aren't fascinated with that. I'm very, very fascinated with that, and I want to be part of that. I want to be part of the system. I don't want to be above the system. I don't want to outsmart the system. I want to live in harmony. I mean, harmony, I say it all the time, and I don't think people understand, one, yes, I really mean it, and two, what it actually means. I mean, I want we should all be like cogs in a wheel. And I'm not saying no one should have their own thought, but we shouldn't always be like, we forgot to put oil on the engine and blew it up. That life shouldn't be that hard all the time. And I think we make it hard on ourselves by not changing. We know what needs to be done. We also know that doing certain things are going to make some people in our lives not happy with us. Maybe they don't want to hang out with us because we don't, do that thing they liked, whatever it is. I'm not talking anything weird. I'm just saying people got their stuff. We all got to get back into doing what's right. And I feel like like I'm just bitching. I really feel like I'm bitching at people when I say that, but so many people don't live right. And I don't live right. Everybody doesn't live right. I mean, there's so few people that do. But I do try. I'm consciously aware of trying really hard not to live wrong. So I'm working on it. I'm trying every day. I really can't think of the last time I did something really horrible, awful. So, I think I'm getting better at it. So, casting down the imaginations. Yeah, and I mean, even something like that, you can take that to, science and we create our reality. You don't have to understand it even. We do though. And again, that goes back to the Bible. It's the words we speak, it's the thoughts we have, it's the actions we do. It matters. It all matters. It's all part of it. The butterfly effect. Everything we do has a reaction somewhere, somehow along the universal timeline of everything. It's all connected. So, I just, and I get, again, I don't understand. Well, yeah, I guess I do understand, but I guess it's good that I don't understand it. It's Satan. It's the demons. It's the dark side. And I don't understand that because that's not who I am. It's not who I've ever wanted to be. I've never aspired to be there. I've never found most of what goes on there fun. I don't get amusement out of hurting other people. So where does that come from in people? I don't know. But I also, if you keep doing that, supposedly we've all been that person. That's part of the human experience if you believe in the reincarnation or give it whatever word you want. I mean, they taught us in science, and I'm pretty sure that's one thing that they didn't lie about. You can't destroy energy. So we are energy, and you can't destroy us. Therefore, why couldn't we have experienced every single scenario, period? That we were the good one, the bad one, the abused one, the abuser, the giver, the taker. How else would you experience what this reality is? And people say, well, it's not real, it's a matrix. Well, that may be true. But to me, it's the only reality I have. Heaven can be out there, and I may end up going there, whatever that is, wherever that is. It's not now, and now is all I have. So I'm trying so very hard to stay now, try to remember that I'm doing my best, and to actually do my best, not just tell myself I'm doing my best. Because we can all say that. Well, I was doing everything I could, and you were not doing everything you could, but you didn't want to do it. You were tired. You didn't really care. Obviously, you did not care enough to do it right. I mean, that's the old guys always said that. You gotta, don't bother doing it if you're not gonna do it right. What's the point? You're just wasting everybody's time and energy. So, where are you gonna go with that? So, we spend a lot of time, in our youth especially, looking for the next exciting thing to happen. You know what? We just live it right. This is what we got coming. Big enjoyment. It's all there for us. You can have it in small things every single day. If you have another human that you spend time with, if you have an animal, if you volunteer for something, if you help people, it really does help you. And when you are better, then what you do is better, and you put it out there, and then everyone around you gets a little better, and the world gets better. I think I keep saying this, but I guess I keep saying it because it's not happening, and I need it to happen. I need y'all to get it together. Get it fixed for me because I'm tired. Because, it's someone else's job. I get it, guys. I do. And it is hard and it is tiring. But this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, and then I got inspired by Rita with this Walking with God book, and I'm trying really hard to follow the lessons being given. We all have to try a little bit harder to follow the lessons. And again, like I said, some days the best you can do is get up, put on pants, and stare at the wall. Some days you can't even get the pants on. Hey, you got up. You just got to keep on moving forward. Today, being unsupervised, I'm probably going to be online again. I'm probably going to go on my other channel and, just start getting some stuff going on there and just keep moving forward. Had people say, oh, you're never going to sell. I will. When I'm ready to do it, I will sell. I'm not ready. I don't want to get on there and have all these tech problems when I'm trying to do a live auction that's actually involving people's money, because they get a little grumpy about that. That's so funny. I have that sign. It's been on the side of my desk for 15 years. Thought for the day. Most smiles are started by another smile. And I've been that person. I smile at people. I wave to people. I say hi to people. I would take Bubbles to the beach with me and sit there and blow bubbles. And even before I had kids, other kids loved it. And people are like, oh, you're just weird. It's like, oh, stop doing that. People are looking at you. Well, maybe they're looking at me because they're happy, because they're smiling, because someone's actually just enjoying the day and helping other people to enjoy the day. Well, thank you, Rebecca. I hope I'm helping somebody else. I really am. I really do, because, I could sit here and do this all by myself and probably get just as much out of it. So, because I think it's a personal thing. I think that, my grandmother was very religious, Catholic. We went to church all the time. She read me stuff. We did all the, for Lent, we did the candles, and, we did all the stuff. But my mother and father were not so much into it, and we didn't do a lot of we didn't even say grace before dinner or anything, except for like Thanksgiving, because everybody was there, and, got to save face, right? That's kind of how it went. So, I don't know. I just never really got into it, but it's like all this stuff people are talking about, like everybody's very confused, and I'm not confused. I just have always believed, I guess. I don't know. That's just the way it is. God's definitely a thing. Have you all looked around? Because hello, we still can't build pyramids, right? Okay, so but yeah, we did all the rest of this. Okay, so. I don't know. I just never questioned it, I guess. So I think a lot of people that I hear and I don't understand, what do they, so what am I missing? It's like, the more I'm reading, it's like, I don't really think I missed any of it. I just think I truly believed it and just didn't know that other people didn't. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. Oh, sorry. Forgot to take my comment down. Well, not my comment. Greg's comment. Yeah, planting seeds. See, that's just, I'm one of those people, I like kids. I've always liked kids, and not in a weird way, because, ew, what is wrong with people, right? So, I talk to kids. Kids are interesting. I find children much more interesting than grown-ups because they have real questions and things, they just flat out ask things, and because they want to know, and people don't tell kids things, and they should tell kids things. And, but people are like, oh, you can't go talking to some kid in a store. Why not? Why not? Don't touch the child. Don't tell them weird, creepy things, but there's no reason you shouldn't be able to talk to other people. And it shouldn't freak you out because somebody says hello. And we have to stop, maybe stop is the wrong word, but I wish to be less skeptical all the time. I don't, every time I hear something, I don't believe it. Like I have to go down this big rabbit hole and find the answer. I just want the world to be easy. It doesn't have to, I don't want to be deceived all the time. Yeah, hello, live in the world of Satan, right? I get it now. I get it. I wasn't old enough as a kid to understand all these biblical things, and especially when you're reading, at the Catholic Church in the old world English, and the kids have no idea, and they expect them to sit still. Yeah, okay. But, now that I've had some life experience and all kinds of good and bad things happen to me, I understand more what these lessons are teaching me, but I never didn't understand the lessons, I guess. Okay, bye for real this time, Greg. Thank you so much for coming and hanging. I do appreciate you. I'll see you again soon, I am sure. 8:30. 8:30. Well, I don't know immigration. I don't know that. I do YouTube. I do YouTube and Discord. Still trying to get back into my Facebook account. I do. I don't want any more platforms. I don't have a cell phone. I don't go on whatnot because that's a cell phone situation. I don't do that. I don't need any more places to be buying things from. My turn to sell things now. I'm so close. I'm so close. So just got to get these final little tech bugs worked out. I'm not sure what's going on. I am literally less than a foot from my router, so there's no reason for me not to have really good signal. So it's got to be this little Chromebook just isn't powerful enough to do what I need it to do, but I have the same problems with the computer, and it's a good computer. So I just don't know. I just don't know. But I'm trying to work it out. I really am trying to work it out. But hey, Trisha, you weren't here. You want to celebrate with me? Hang on. Got to fix it again. I think I told you about this before, though. But now it's official. We own the land outright behind our house. Completely own it. The extra acre with the falling down wreck of a trailer, septic and electric. That's the important part. It's an improved lot with some cleanup needed, basically. But there won't be a neighbor living there, and hopefully I'll be able to build a cute little guest house there someday. Come on, RV. Come on. Still thinking it's going to be a while, but I got plans and dreams and hopes if it ever happens. So, in the meantime, we got an extra $500 a month in our pocket that we're going to be putting towards other things to hopefully build our savings back up from prior to Biden and the plumbing issues. We were so close. I had just about enough money to build the horse stable. And that's all gone. So now we got to build it back up again. So, that's where we're at. But hey, we own it outright. We can get something going down there. I could even use it as an Airbnb rental for people that have their own trailers and, like, say, horses or dogs. Because that's a hard place to go camping and stuff. But up here near the Grand Canyon, people do that. So we might be able to make some money to be able to, reinvest the money into making the place better. But yeah, definitely. That was our last payment. $290.31. That was our last payment. And we had got the title in hand. Doug got it yesterday. So I am quite pleased. It's always nice to get something paid off, right? And, like I said, moving forward. I am, I'm going to spend a little bit of time online on my other channel, Desert Rose Beads and Baubles. It is in the description underneath every video. Please click the link and come on over. And I'm going to be running a couple of postage pedal giveaways. I'm going to give away some free postage for people's first orders. Anyone that signs up the day I'm doing my live, I'm going to give them some free postage for their first order when I go and start the sales. And do that kind of thing. And, Doug's not going to be around. He's got a meeting tonight, and he's got a company party tomorrow for someone that's leaving the company. So I got a couple of days alone where I don't have to worry too much about what time it is or what time to feed anybody or anything. Feed the critters, but beyond that, no big deal. Doug doesn't have to eat dinner and go to bed at a certain time, so I can just spend my time doing what I need to do, and I might even take a little bit of that time and stare at the wall. We will see. It just depends on how it goes, if Tech wants to be nice to me or not. But yeah, other than that, it is nice weather right now, and I think everybody better enjoy it because I see there's another big storm system rolling in. I don't know, Patricia. I don't know what time you got. What's a good time for you? I have pretty much an open schedule right now, so what I plan to do is get out a bunch of the stuff I need to sell, and just do some organizing while I'm just hanging out, and run a few giveaways for postage, and maybe if I can figure it out, I can do a little trivia game or something while people are watching me weigh seed beads and whatnot. Just get some watch time hours over there and get people used to knowing where to find me, and give away a few prizes while I'm at it, right? So I don't know. I will schedule it, and I'll send you a link, but I got to go do a little promo to schedule it. I got tech stuff to do. Cleaning. Oh, yeah. What are they coming? What is it, Easter? When is Easter? Isn't Easter in March this year? I think it's early this year. I don't remember. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, I'm trying to get my kiddos to come visit too, but, not having a lot of luck. Adam was here today. He went to the post office for me, though. Yeah, he needs a new, what did he say he needed? I think a catalytic converter on his car. So he was wondering if we had any more of his savings bonds left. And hey, guess what? We do. And I think there are enough of them that are mature. He's the baby, so his last ones are bought in 2012, I think. His grandparents used to get the kids a savings bond for their birthday and for Christmas every year. So, they've passed, and, they don't get him anymore. So he's still got a few years for about half of what we have left, but about half of what he has is mature, and he can go get a new catalytic converter with it. So, oh, a wedding. Oh, how fun. Everybody get dressed up. Make sure you take pictures, even though they don't want you to. Do it anyway. Now with the small cameras and cell phones, you can get pictures without making everybody stand there and hold still and wait for the flash. Well, that'll be fun, I hope. Hopefully you guys get good weather. They're saying cold front's coming in, I think, Saturday night, Sunday. And it's going to be a week of foolishness. So, hang tight. We're not done yet. I guess March is going to, what do they say, come in like a lion, go out like a lamb? That would be good. We can go into a nice spring. I would really go for a nice spring this year. Maybe I can go buy some tulips and daffodils. Even if I can't plant them, I can keep them in pots on the patio where the cows can't reach them. I haven't had any spring bulbs since I moved here in 2015. And I do miss that. I miss spring in New England a lot, so. Oh, good, girlfriend. We're going to keep you in our thoughts and prayers for that. Give him a good wedding day. I mean, if it rains, it's good luck, but you know what? I'd rather have a sunny day in my white dress than get mud on it from the splattering rain. So I hope it goes very well and that they have a lovely day. Wants to rain, do it after when they're, inside at the reception. So, get the good luck before midnight, you're good to go, right? So, anywho, other than that, that's about all I got going on. I hope you guys got something out of those scriptures today. I mean, basically, we all know what we gotta do, so let's get it done, folks. Make the changes, even if they're hard. You don't have to do it all at once. Baby steps are fine, just so long as you're trying. At least that's what I say. Hmm. Well, pasta. There's always pasta. Yeah, creative. Yeah, I don't. Oh, geez. I mean, are you gonna do some finger foods? Those are always good. Little sandwiches. Cream cheese and olive, and oh, what is it? Like you take some ham and some cheese, little cream cheese, little green olives, and roll it up and leave them out like in little rolls with toothpicks. Spread it out. Lots of bread, lots of. Oh, you're doing desserts. Oh, well, then make brownies, girlfriend. Brownies, brownies, brownies. You got M&Ms, you got walnuts, you got peanut butter chips, you got sea salt. You can throw in some caramel, apple and key lime pie. Well, then I guess you know what you're doing. I've never made a key lime pie. I make a really good apple pie. I make an apple pie with like a crumble on top, oatmeal, brown sugar, little butter, and some cinnamon and sugar, your spices, and you just kind of crumble that right up on top, and just bake it. Oh yeah, brownies. And if you do a pan of brownies, you don't have to put one topping. You can, put like 5 or 6 different toppings, just, make rows or whatever. I have a brownie pan, so I can make individual brownies, which is really cool. But for what you're doing, you're probably going to need the bigger pan than that Pampered Chef one that makes 12 brownies. So yeah, that's what I do when I'm making for a bunch of people like that. Brownies or blondies. I haven't made blondies in a long time. 20 pounds of apples, yeah. Apple crisp. Apple crisp is a really, that's basically apple pie without a crust. And then you put that crumble on top and you serve it up with some vanilla ice cream. Oh, caramel sauce on top. Desserts. I can go on all day about desserts. What else? My grandmother used to make me baked apples. I love baked apples. But, they're a little messy for a party. You know. Yeah, depends how fancy you want to get. Slice the apples really, really thin, and you lay them out, and then you roll them up so they look like a rose, and then you put them in like a muffin tin, and you sprinkle them with some cinnamon sugar and some or brown sugar, or and you bake them up like that, and you can serve those with, if you do the brown sugar, it kind of makes a caramel sauce. They get little apple roses. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with apples. Throw some raisins in that pie, walnuts, raisins, you can mix it up, boy. You can make them really good. Fan of nutmeg, so not everybody likes that, but I throw nutmeg in a lot of my pies. Yeah, but that'll be fun. I hope you like bacon. Hope you don't have to make 20 of these pies, At least apple pies are fairly easy. It's the crust I don't do. I'm not a big good crust maker, so. But yeah, anyway, I do appreciate all y'all that showed up and that waited for me through my text problems in the beginning. I don't know, my little 5-minute intro crashed on me, and Adam was here delivering packages and picking up his savings bonds, and I was trying to get coffee, and it went and crashed, and I didn't know nobody could hear me. Yeah, typical for Ellen. This is just how it goes. Expect the first 5 minutes to be a wonky. So why not, right? But then we work through it, right? We just work through it. So yeah, we were reading from this today. Patricia, haven't been to Rita because she's been sick. Poor Rita. Hopefully she'll be feeling better. But I will close this out with this, psalm for the day, because they do not change, therefore they do not fear God. Psalm 55:19. And David Livingston. I'll go anywhere as long as it's forward. Keep on moving forward, folks. Big enjoyment ahead. Nope, got a glare from my light. Big enjoyment ahead. Well, good. I'll hire you. Do you dust? I'm going to get me a maid. I'm so going to get me a maid when this RV happens, Patricia. All right, so hopefully I'll catch you later. I'm hoping I'll get back online sometime this afternoon. I don't know. I got to go make a little promo and put it up and give people a couple hours anyway to think about showing up. And even if they don't, I'm going to do what I got to do anyway. Might as well get some online activity while I'm doing it, right? It's not like anything else is going on. So, as always, folks, sending you much peace, love, and harmony from Petrichor Ranch in Arizona. Get some sun and find a reason to smile. Big hugs, all.